Hey everyone. So we just got hit by Hurricane Helene, a 3.5, 4 feet of storm surge. I'm walking around a town called Bel Air Beach and going towards Clearwater Beach, and I'll just show you some of the damage. If you're interested, here we go. So stick around. I'm going to take a video. I'm going to walk around, see what's going on. Some of the videos will be vertical, some will be horizontal. But if you want to see what it looks like, stick around. All right, let's go. Before we get going, just take a moment, say a little prayer, moment of silence for all the poor people that had all this damage done to them. Let's walk around. You can see all this damage here. All this mulch, all this stuff came out of the garage across the street and was washed across the street on this person's front lawn. He had no mulch before this storm, and you can see the mess that the water just pushed all this across. Alright, so we'll start with this. If you see that blue boat right there, it fell off the front of the lift. You see a lot of boats do that. The waves hit them from the back. You need to really lift the lifts as high as you possibly can. And then right here, the lift just gave way. Luckily, the boat's floating in the water next to it. Alright, so let's head across the street. And there's this boat. It's a Yamaha boat. And the water lifted it up off the lift. And probably lucky for this guy, he just tossed it on the grass. He didn't capsize it or sink it. All that brown muck, that's as high as the water got. You'll see on some houses it's much worse. So. You can see here somebody dragged a mattress out of the house, so that got soaked. There it is. And I really feel bad for this guy. He spends all his free time taking care of his yard. His yard's just devastated. It's horrible. I'm just gonna throw in some random photos so you guys can see some of the devastation. This house, the garage is low. Not really sure why. You can see the water line on this garage. Here's the house I showed you earlier with all the junk on it. Here's another one. You can see where the water line shoved all that stuff up. This one's about a foot up the garage. This one, the back awning's missing. It got blown off. There it is. They blew over the house and it's across the street. Let's head towards the beach. This is our park. It's called Morgan Park. Let's see what's left of it. Oh, there's all the beach sand. Like I said, the water came 3.5 feet over all this. There's usually 400 to 500 feet of beach here. All the dunes are gone. There's the dock. Here's the dunes. Somewhere under all that sand is a pool. So there's just beach sand everywhere. That road I just showed you was Gulf Boulevard. It's the main road. Usually there'd be thousands of cars on there. And you see the whole beach is just washed up everywhere. Well, let's keep walking, see what we see.
Most of the houses, especially the lower houses, had about a foot of water in them. Let's keep going. Oh, that garage door didn't hold up well. Feel so bad for these people.
That's what you need on a nice day like today. A Wrangler or a Bronco or some four-wheel drive to get around all the sand.
You can see on that fence how high the water got. About 3.5, 4 feet above the street. A fence post. That's where it came from. Look how high you can tell the water got. But there are some beautiful houses here, though. Alright, so we're just crossing into Clearwater Beach. And here's the beach access. Let's go down and see what's going on. As you can hear, the alarms are working good. Now there should be no sand on this whatsoever. smart. They got their Prius parked way away from the house. Look at this poor house. Take a look at the fence line. The marking on the fence. That's probably about 3 feet, 3.5 feet, which means the water went all the way across. Look at the front. Look at the front. Totally destroyed this beautiful house. Oh my God, the whole bottom of the garage is gone. These people aren't home. Luckily for my house, I've had no damage. I sit real high. This is the marina. Let's turn into the marina and see if anything happened here. Besides now having a sand parking lot instead of a concrete parking lot. And they got a whole bunch of dunes or hedges now. This is a staging ground at the marina for the undergrounding of the power lines. I don't know how those concrete bags are going to hold up.
Now, there's not supposed to be any sand here. This is all supposed to be concrete, and it's covered by like 6 to 8 inches of sand, and all the sand came from the beach.
And if you can see it, it looks like they're in gray Robalo. Took some wax with the lift and the motor. A bunch of hedges that's not supposed to be here. There's a smart man right there. That's what you have to do. I'll show you. Lift your boat as high as you can get it and strap it down. If you notice, he has a strap going underneath the bunks. Because the water probably came up to the bottom of his lift. Oh, last one right here. That's a nice boat too. Can't tell what make it is right now. But most people strap their boats to the seawall so they don't get blown off. That one wasn't high enough. It wasn't high enough and it wasn't strapped down. So it got blown off. What a mess. Oh, look at that container. All right, we're gonna head into Clearwater. Let's see what else we see. That sign used to be so beautiful. And you can see, if you look at the Clearwater name, how high up the water got. The water was basically up to the bottom of the Clearwater words. That sea-doo and that lift didn't do well at all. Well, these 4 sea-doos didn't do too good. They weren't lifted high enough. At least they were tied to the dock. At least they were tied to the lift. Can you see that boat out there? Let's see if we can get closer. That one didn't do good at all. It's hard to see. Some sort of sailboat on its side. You can see it better from here. Must have fell off that lift right next to it. Well, this will show you how high the water got. See? All the debris on top of that fish cutting table. So the water was higher than that. See that lift? The debris on the lift, so the water was that high. Oh, there's another sailboat in the water. These boats are way too low. And you can see the blue one in the back. Oh, she fell right off the lift, that Onyx Star. I don't even know where she came from. Must have came from that lift. You can see debris on that driveway. The water was all up on top of that too. Alright, let's turn around. Alright, so check this out. I don't know if the name is that appropriate. It's how sweet it is. It's a 32-foot Sea Ray Sundancer laying on the medium to this apartment complex, condo complex. So think about it. The water was high enough to lift it up out of this channel, bring it across here, and place it on this median. And that's a really nice boat. I really don't know how they're going to get that out of there. Probably a good video to watch them lift that up. It's amazing the power of water and wind.
There's some boat on its side in the channel.
Boat fell off the front of the lift. Cable might have snapped. Bilge pump probably went out and you got too much weight from the water. Who knows? Just horrible. Hey, check it out. There's a Bronco. I wonder if it spent the night here. Let's see if there's any water marks on it. Nope, she's too clean. Must have just came. Nope, that guy needs a Bronco. Yeah, that guy wishes he had a Bronco right now, I tell you. There's the Coast Guard. Making sure everybody's safe.
1, 2, 3 helicopters.
Alright, let's head back to Bel Air Beach. See what damage we got here. What a mess, man. What a mess. Let's cross Gulf Boulevard. This road's usually non-stop traffic. There you go. You can tell how high it was by that mark. Those marks are done by the top of the water. All that dirt is from the ocean. That house had at least a foot of water in it, minimum. So a lot of people might think I'm crazy with the, Priuses shouldn't get salt water. They might catch on fire, or a hybrid catching on fire. Well, what about a brand new Hummer truck? Just caught on fire. Here we go. It was in the garage when it caught on fire. They're lucky they were able to get it out.
Alright, so let me give you the backstory on what happened here. So I talked to the owner, and he told me that it was 10 minutes to 1 in the morning. The garage was about 3 or 4 feet of water in it. They were sleeping in the room above it, and they get a call from OnStar. And OnStar tells them to get out of the house right away because the batteries are going to explode. So they're like, where are we supposed to go? It's all water everywhere. So they actually came out the front and swam to their neighbor's house, and then the truck exploded. It blew out some of the windows, and you can't really see the garage, but it destroyed the garage. They also had a Tesla Model Y, and the fire department came and pulled both of the vehicles out of the house. And
Yep. Electric cars on the beach. Might not be a good idea. Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy, right?
Every one of these low ranch style houses got at least 2-3 feet. That's probably 2-3 feet of water in there. This poor guy cleaning out everything. Thank God for the out drive. Now that's a beautiful boat. Boat fell off the front of the lift. Cable might have snapped. Bilge pump probably went out and he got too much weight from the water. Who knows? Just horrible. The county does a great job. The sewer is all full of salt water, so they're trying to pump it all out. The sewer is going to be used. A lot of work, but the county and the state people in Florida do a great job. Example of how high the water rose. It lifted that floating dock up off the pylons, which means the water had to at least go up to a foot or so from the top of those pylons, if not higher. Here's the beach. It's on the middle of the street. Everybody's cleaning out their garages. All got flooded. Feet of water in this poor house. All the carpet's coming out. You can see the water was way over that seawall. The whole dock was underwater. Most of these houses did pretty good. This huge sailboat did really well. That floating dock broke. Some jet skis in the water over there. Let's see if you can see them. Let's see if we can get closer. There's a boat that the lift broke. Well, that's it for the walk. All I can say is water's no joke. So be safe, evacuate, and don't let this discourage you. You clean it all up. Florida's a beautiful place to live. Here's the last boat I'll leave you with. Gonna need some help getting that back in the water. There's the lift. Oh man. That lift's destroyed. That boat's capsized. Those lifts are destroyed. That boat hit the seawall. Put a prayer in for all these people. It's a horrible, horrible situation. Well, that's that. We'll see you soon. You guys have a great day.